Guys, before I get into the video, before we go down and do the whole breakdown, I just want to say this before I do it. Just a real quick announcement, guys. We about to start our Pro-Am team and start taking it very, very seriously. We was doing it at first, but now we're about to take off. We're about to really take this thing seriously. So if you guys are on Xbox Next Gen and you want to do tryouts, we're looking for a point guard, looking for a shooting guard, and we're looking for a power forward. So we need a hash shooter. We need a saucy PG that know how to run a pick and roll. You got to know how to run a pick and roll at the point guard because that's what we're running. And we need a back end for power forward. So if you guys trying to try out on Next Gen Xbox, just to let you guys know, of course, in the description, my gamer tag's in the description. So if you guys are trying to try out, just hit me up on my gamer tag or even leaving a comment, you know, after this video that you want to give it a try out, guys. You know, we about to start taking this real serious. We getting into all the leagues. We doing Pro-Am. We doing everything. So if you want to be a part of it, guys, hit your boy up. We can do a tryout. We can hit the rec and we can see how it look and we'll go from there. But that's really it. Let's get into this. What's good, YouTube? This your boy Alpha Yahma, and this for all my alphas out there. Be an alpha everything you do, whether it's in the game, whether it's in regular life. Be that alpha, y'all. Be the big dog or whatever you do in life. But the other day, guys, I did a poll on what's better in NBA 2K23, pick and roll or the 5-out. And by my surprise, most people said pick and roll. I was not expecting the people to say pick and roll, because when I go into these group posts, especially on the Xbox, you know, when you go into group posts and you're looking for a group, a lot of people want 5 and out. They always want to stretch big or whatever. And I feel like a lot of people didn't got accustomed to the 5-out way. But truthfully, in my opinion, guys, I feel like PNR is the best comp way to go because you have way more options to go with. And, you know, of course, a couple of people will say otherwise, that they feel like 5-out, you have more options because, you know, it's 5-out. Everybody's standing out on a 3 while the, you know, point guard usually work the middle. But I'm gonna speak about it just a little bit, guys. I feel with 5-out, you don't have many options because point guards, okay, like right here, point guards in the middle, point guard got about here to about there to work with, but not really, because if the hash shooters, the hash defenders decides, they can easily step over and close out on the point guard. You know, either way, whether right side, whether the left side, they can choose to close out if they want to, guys. So the point guard really just got this much space to run, work with, whatever. So you're really not going to be shooting as much because a smart team is going to understand how they should close out to just show enough to make that point guard not shoot. So basically, most point guards, they dribble, go to the hole, and they got to dunk. That's usually their offense. Sometimes they get the shot depending on the team that they go against. Now, a smart team, they're not gonna let that player get off like that, let that point guard get off like that. And of course, a lot of times, boom, when you drop, you know, usually the big man got to drop down, pick up, and the point guard job is to see who does what. If the person at the hash drops down to the corner, the hash gets the ball and he can shoot the 3. Or if he doesn't move and the corner's open, then you give it to the corner. Or if the big man doesn't buzz, you can get the dunk. So the thing is, it's all about rotation and defense, as far as with 5-out to defend it, and with the offensive end of the 5-out, which I'm gonna make videos about, guys. I'm gonna get a lot more in depth into it, but today we just talking about it a little briefly today. But so basically with the 5-out, I don't feel you have many options. It's basically shoot, catch them sleeping, they get the ball, they shoot, or you drive to the hoop. Now with PNR, guys, I feel you have way more because boom, let's just say I set the screen here, you know. Well, it's many ways you can set the screen in the middle. Let's just say the right hash, let's break it all the way down. Let's say the right hash is to shoot on the right hash and on the corners, right? So boom, let's say I set the screen here. Now the point guard can choose to go this way, to shoot at the hash, or, you know, some more advanced point guards will boom, they'll fake to the hash, boom, fake back, pull a 3. And that's to get the defender thinking they're going to the hash, because naturally you think he's going to go to the open spot, but he can easily fake back and, you know, shoot it. Or you got some point guards that like to work, come up, you know, let's just say the shooter's still on your right hash. So you got some point guards that like to come up, that like to work the hash. They want to work the hash first, so they might want their big man to set a screen up here, you know, or more higher, so he can catch it. And what that does, that allow the point guard, he can either roll to the middle, he has the middle to work with, or he can, like I say, he can hit you with a boom, with a fake, come back this way to hit, and then another one. The reason why, boom, if he hit it, he can get the momentum. And let's say the big man comes out, he gets the momentum to drive, and boom, he gets the dunk off. And then of course you got your other options. Boom, you come to the right, the hash shooter from the right, the hash defender on the right, steps up in the middle, you throw the ball to the right hash and he hits the three. Or you're doing the working from the hash, you go to do it, you do your fake back and boom. And then the corner slides up, you can drop it to the corner, he gets the three. And, or, you know, you hit to the right and then the hash shooter slides over to you, the corner comes up to the hash, and then it opens up your corner. Or, you know, it's just so many different ways you can just remix this whole thing. Or you can take it, stop before the big man even comes in, boom, you pop a mid-range. There's so many ways you can go about it, and I really feel PNR has a lot more options to offer you when you're running an offense. And especially the big man has a strong brick wall. You got to think about it. They hit the brick wall a certain way, you can knock them on the ground, which then opens up even more option. Now the big man, he can set the screen. If the big man comes up too high to help, the big man slips, goes to the paint, boom, gets the quick dunk. Or the big man slips, goes to the paint. So one of the corners show, the big man be ready for it. He drops to the corner, and then, you know, whether he's the corner shoots or the ball goes in rotations up to the hash. You just have more options, guys. And I just feel like 5 out, it's kind of less space. You have two people on both hash. You're the point guard, especially if you're a shooting point guard. You have to be more so of a rim running point guard for this to work a little more. But if you're sitting in the middle, you don't have that much space to work with 5 out. You just have this much space to work with, and you got to be a lot craftier, you know, or you got to call your cuts, tell them to cut so then you can take the hash, or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But a smart team will understand what to do and what not to do in those type of situations. Now, I'm not going to say it's not easy to defend the 5 out. It definitely takes a lot of training, because all it takes is for one person to mess up and it just collapsed the whole defense. And with the PNR, it's the same way. All it takes is one mess up and it can just collapse the whole defense, and they can just throw you off. You gotta have a alert big man. Everybody has to be alert. You have to be alert if you run these. But I just really wanted to say, I was surprised, guys. I didn't think y'all would say PNR. I really didn't think y'all would say PNR at all. But I guess y'all know what's you know, what's the hot stuff right now. So I applaud y'all for that. And you know, I'm gonna do more polls, guys, just to see what you guys feel, just to get different feedback from you guys. And like I said, I'm going to be dropping more videos, on more informational videos to be helping people, because I see people really take heed to it and they really love it. So that's what I want to get you guys. Well, that's what I want to give you guys. Got to get you guys all the way right. Whatever I can do to help the community, I'm down to help the community. It helps myself also, because as I'm teaching you guys, I'm learning more things myself, and it's just, we all learning at the same day, and that's all that matters. But that's really all I wanted to talk about today, guys. You know, like I said, there's gonna be more videos coming on this. Be ready for that. Make sure that Noti Gang is on deck, so when I do drop that video. And also make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you keep dropping them comments like you've been doing. You know I love them. And that's really it for today, guys. I'm out.